Well, hello. Welcome. Our replay viewers, come join us live on TikTok on the Black Woman in Grants page, please. We would love to have you there. I'm just sitting here drinking my own version of a ice cold medicine ball, like the one I used to get from Starbucks, but I can't tell you when the last time I've been, child. So, anywho, here we are chilling on a hot summer day here in hot Atlanta, Georgia. Ready to talk about grants if you ready. I came on earlier. We had a good conversation about the types of titles that you carry in your business and how that carries over into the grant space. And it does make a difference whether or not you get approved for grants. So if y'all want to recap, let me know. Happy to chat. But come on in, say hello when you get here. I'm going to let TikTok do its thing and get y'all in the room. Come in, say hello. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, creator of this here space, Black Women in Grants, and www.blackwomeningrants.com, where we have a year-long mentorship to help mentor you through the grant process, from finding grants, applying for grants, knowing what to say on the grant application, waiting to hear back from the grant, winning grants, and multiplying those results, child. So much more. I saw hey Cindy, how are you? Welcome back. Ready to talk all things grants. So the conversation over the last 3 days has been around the top 4 titles in small businesses that win grants. Y'all want to talk about that? And let me fill you in, because a lot of people don't know. I've been doing a secret survey in some of the groups I'm in who don't know. They think titles like HBIC, HNIC, they think creative director and boss babe and all of that is, it's cute. But when it comes to writing these checks, child, you want to be saying the right title, because grants are looking for specific titles. Yes, you can get a grant with bad credit because they're not based on credit. Ain't that cool? So, tell me who here. This is for Black women, for-profit small business owners. Let me know what titles you go by in your business. Let me give you some options. Do you call yourself the founder? If you're a founder, put founder in the chat. That means that you're the visionary of the business. Like, you started the business, it's your idea. You're the startup behind it. You're the mastermind, the money behind it. This is your babe. Any founders in the house? Because founders get funded. Now, you can be the founder. You can also be the owner. But let me tell you the difference. Owners are not necessarily founders. Owners are people who either carry the title of founder as well, or they purchased the business more than likely. So owners could be like franchise owners, multi-level marketing business owners, direct sales owners, owners of other business models, but they're not the founder. And it matters because sometimes owners may or may not have all of the decision-making skills. Grants are looking for founders because they're the decision makers. Let me tell you who else they're looking for. They're looking for CEOs, Chief Executive Officers. Now, you can be the founder, you can be the owner, and you can be the CEO. CEOs can also be hired out. You can hire somebody to be the CEO of your company. CEOs are the face of the company, and this is who, like, for example, when TikTok is going away, we start to see the CEO of TikTok, right? When companies are getting canceled for scandals, we start to see the face of that brand, the CEO. You're like, I didn't know there was a black woman, the CEO. Y'all know what I'm talking about? So a CEO can be the founder, can be the owner, but it can also be hired out. So the founder is the visionary. The owner could have purchased the model, the business model that is, and then the CEO is the face, and then you have the president. And the president is more of the front people facing, or the point of contact, the person of contact. So for example, when you get mad at a company and you want to write to that company, you usually write to the president of that company because they're more easier to get in contact with than the CEO, the founder, or the owner, right? So again, let me see. Are you a founder? Are you a CEO? Are you a president? Are you an owner? Are you all of them? Because those are the 4 titles in a small business that get funded. I would love to dive deeper into that if y'all want to. But if you're curious, because on some small business grant applications, they're going to ask you, what is your title in your company? There's sometimes a drop down menu, which is where this idea was sparked, like, ooh, I noticed they make us choose what our titles are. Now, you can be the quote-unquote chief everything officer, chief marketing officer, chief operating officer, chief technology officer, chief financial officer, but you can also hire those roles out. Those roles still has someone in those 4 roles that get the grant over them. So again, we got our founder, who's the visionary. Are you a founder? Put founder in the chat. Then we have our CEO, our chief executive officer. They usually communicate with like the board and the quote unquote shareholders or the customers. They're the face of the brand. Put CEO, if that's you, in the chat real quick. And then we have the owners of the company. That's the money behind it. Who owns the company? And then we have the president, who is the point of contact with the people, with the day-to-day operations, with the employees. They more know what's going on daily in the business versus, the CEO, the founder. They're more in touch with the vision, the mission, the goals, the objectives. So anyone here carrying any of the 4 titles, founder, CEO, owner, president, let me know real quick in the chat. If you're new here, put new. Hey girl, I'm Dr. AJ Austin, winner of over $63,550 in grants and grant funded opportunities as the founder of Black Women in Grants, as the CEO of this organization, as the owner of the content and these ideas and the business model, okay? As the president, who'll be behind the scenes talking to y'all, handling business. And then, let me tell you, when you start your small business grant application, telling them you are the person in charge, they will ask you, how much of your company do you own? So real quick, how much of your company do you own? Put your percentage in the chat. Is it 100%? Is it 50-50? Let me know. Have you sold some shares to some investors or some venture capitalists? Because grants want you to own at least 51% of your business to qualify. If it's a good grant, if it's a legitimate grant opportunity, they ask that you at least be majority owner in your business. And so what that means is that you are the lead decision maker. No checks can be written without you. No checks can be received or cashed without you. No contracts can be signed without you. No invoices can be paid without you. Because you own 51%, not 50-50, but 51. So they want you to be in a position of the majority in your business so that when it comes down to making the decisions, getting the money, cutting the check, carrying out the terms and conditions you agreed to when you win a grant, you don't have to go get anyone's permission because you are majority owner in your business. Did y'all know that? Have y'all ever heard that? Let me know. Over at blackwomeningrants.com, we have a year-long mentorship program. And we talk about all things grants, especially if you're new to this space, if you've never sought a grant, applied for a grant, won a grant yet. These are things that you need to know. These are little secrets. So when people come here on the lives and they say, Dr. AJ, do we have to have certain languaging, certain keywords, certain SEO, all the way down to your title matters, because that's where the money resides, in that title. Y'all telling me y'all didn't know. So when you know that, number one, the title that you carry in your business matters. Number two, how much of your business you own as the CEO, the president, the founder, the owner, etc. Those matter. And then when you start to apply for these small business grant applications and opportunities, many of you guys tell me that you want to get the grant to hire a team. How many of you guys need a grant to expand your staff, to hire more people, or to bring yourself as the founder, CEO, president, or owner on payroll? Let me know real quick. How many of you guys need a grant for payroll? Put it in the chat real quick, because I'm about to tell you how this works on this end. Because it's not good enough just to say, I need a grant to pay myself, or I need a grant because I'm tired of using my own money, or I need a grant because I'm tired of paying out of pocket for stuff. People just need to give me money to run my business. That's not really how you do it, right? Right. Okay. Kitten says at least 2 people, 1 person minimum. So we've already established you're carrying one of the 4 titles, right? Real quick, put one of the 4 titles that you carry in your business. What were they? Let me see if y'all was listening and taking notes. So we had owner, we had founder, we had president, and we had CEO. Those are the 4 titles that get grants. Y'all got it? Put got it now. So under these titles, when you say I need a grant to make payroll, or to hire more people, or to bring on staff, whether you're bringing on someone who is part-time, full-time, contractor, what's the other term? Freelancer. Whether you're bringing on interns, and interns could be paid, they could be unpaid, but also paid through like gift cards, gas cards, food cards, etc. I've been there and done it all. And so all of this gets into the hierarchy of your company. So we know you're at the top making the decisions, right? Because you own at least 51%. And we know that you're either holding the title of CEO, president, founder, or owner. And then under you, you have like your chairman, your managing director, your co-founder if you have a partner. You may have a chief technology officer, aka IT department, if you will. You may have your chief operating officer, and then they have their own like project managers, etc. You may have your chief financial officer, and then you have like a team of CPAs or bookkeepers. You may have your chief marketing officer, and then under that is your whole marketing team or marketing department, which includes like your social media, etc. So if your brain is spinning, just put spinning real quick if you haven't thought this through for your company. Because when you're telling a grant, I am the CEO, I am the president, I am the founder, I am the owner. I would like a grant to grow my team. And I'm looking to bring on part-time, full-time, contractor, freelancer, interns, paid and unpaid. And here are the areas that I would like to fill. It's going to help to be very clear as to the roles that these new staff members are going to be carrying out. And if you have the proper terms for the staff and their duties or their job responsibilities, it's going to make it so much easier to sell that vision to help you grow your staff to a grant. Y'all got it? Put got it if you got it. If this is making sense, if it's helping, if you're having some aha moments, let me know. So if you're new here, welcome. We're talking about finding grants as a black woman, for-profit, small business owner, and how the title you wear in your company matters, whether you're the CEO, the president, the founder, or the owner. Those are the four titles that win the most grants because you're showing grants that you're coming in a place of being the majority owner of your business because you own at least 51% of your business. And if you're looking for a grant to do stuff like hire staff or expand your team, you can start breaking down, hey, I need part-time help, full-time help, contractor help, freelance help, intern help, etc. So think of it like this, because usually when I ask what you guys would use your grants for, you'll say stuff like marketing. Sometimes you don't need a grant for marketing. You just need the right contacts. There are business training and development programs called incubators and accelerators. Have y'all heard of those? They're already funded by partnered companies like Target and FedEx and AT&T and UPS and Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, JP Morgan, and they have already been written checks for these organizations. She said yes through you. Thank you, Cindy. And I do teach this in our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. We've partnered with 8 business training and development programs. And based on if you're a startup business and you need what we call an incubator to help you get that idea all the way together and out there, or if you've started your business and you are ready to grow and expand yourself as a leader and your team, you need an accelerator program. So we have 8 training and development programs called incubators and accelerators, and they've already been paid for. They're just waiting on you to apply for things like scholarships. They have set aside funds to let you in if you need help through these programs. If you want more information, go to blackwomeningrants.com and come join us in the mentorship program. Our mentorship is 1 year. That means you got time to go through everything in the program, learn about grants from the bottom up, everything you need to know, and get in with some of the partnered programs that we have. Join an incubator or an accelerator that I recommend, and I only recommend the ones that I really had a good experience with and got funding through. And what that could look like is one of the programs we partnered with, they're very well known. I mean, like once I started announcing that I had completed the program and shared a link, it spread like wildfire. And so people are joining and graduating. I started when it was like on number 27. Now it's on like number 227 as far as how many times they repeated this program with groups of women. They also have partnered with a university that has a program to offer you free interns. They're already paid for. So the grant checks, the partnership checks, the sponsorship checks have been written. You don't have to go fight for this money. You simply say, hey, I'm looking for a part-time unpaid intern to handle my social media for 8 weeks. Here are the details. Here's what I need them to do. And the good part is they have 2 versions of the program. One, your assignment could be virtual where the person doesn't have to come to any place to do the work. Or if you're in the California area, they partner with a university there where you can have your intern meet you near the campuses and get the work done that way. So I've shared this with our mentees over at blackwomeningrants.com. I always keep my eye out for unique opportunities like this. And so if this is something that you're interested in, you may want to grab one of the 2 scholarship spots that we currently have open in the Grant Game mentorship over at www.blackwomeningrants.com. I will put it in the comments for you. Let me see if you guys are able to see it, because sometimes TikTok lets it show and then they may change their mind. So let me know if y'all see that website there. It's blackwomeningrants.com. You can write it down, screenshot it, go there real quick. It only takes 2 minutes to come and join us. But sometimes the grant funded opportunity, it's buried into other opportunities and you just need to know where to go. And the sad part is that there are $1 million conversations like this being had on the regular, and we're not in those rooms. But I've been literally paid to be in rooms like this to see where the money resides, who the money's coming from the top down, how we can get our hands on some of it, and this is how it's disguised, okay? And so I've worked my way through 25 different types of programs like this and found the money, found the grants, found the funds. We were given in December of last year a $500 gift card for Office Depot, Office Max, and crowned Entrepreneur of the Year for growing you guys here with Black Women in Grants from 400 to now 65,000 on this TikTok channel, and going from 0 to now almost 300 of you guys in our mentorship program over at blackwomeningrants.com. And so Office Depot, Office Max, and a program that they partnered with that we went through for a year gave us a scholarship to go through the program, which was $500, gave us $500 gift card, and then sent us a $900 home office decor package, which was a free desk, a free chair, a free filing cabinet, journals, pens, highlighters, sticky notes, you name it, we got it. All a part of a giveaway and a contest for being a part of this program where the money resides. Y'all see how this works? So sometimes you don't have to go fight for the money, fight for a check, fight for a grant, get on all these crazy grant lists and try to apply, not knowing what you're really doing. Sometimes it's just about having a strategy and knowing where the resources reside, okay? What questions can I answer for you guys about anything we've talked about so far, as long as it's about grants for Black women, for-profit small business owners? I'm happy to chat and answer your questions. Hopefully something I've shared so far has given you some aha moments of like, oh, this is how this works. These are the key things to say on my small business applications for grants. Oh, this is where the money really is and what it really takes. These are what we call quick wins or easy wins. So you're not out there struggling and sweating and crying and wondering why you ain't getting let in. There are some easier opportunities to win funding and the things you really need for your business if you sat and thought through what you could really use help with in your business. And so there's a grant that is coming to Atlanta next month. I'm here in Atlanta, so that's why I say. So I reached out to them last year and asked, when y'all coming to Atlanta? And so here we are a year later. They're finally bringing the program to Atlanta. It's a 3-week program, if I'm not mistaken. And at the end, you get a $5,000 grant. And they're partnered with well-known PR teams, magazine, medias, and it's just about getting into the network, knowing where these opportunities are. And so I share these over at blackwomeningrants.com with those women who have really sat and thought through their business and the help they could use. There are programs designed to give you these services for free as an investment in your business. And you don't necessarily have to go fight for grants or funding and trying to see if you qualify, will you win, etc. So is this helping you? Let me know in the chat really quick. Any ahas coming to mind? Any takeaways? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You got any questions? I'm happy to help walk you through it a little bit deeper if you need it over at blackwomeningrants.com. We have two $97 scholarships, and what that's going to do is let you in the program for a full year for only $97 versus the $297 that it currently is, and it will be going up soon. I'm so excited about that because almost 300 women have been able to invest in their business at our scholarship level, and more women are going to be able to invest at a higher level. And that's always good news because that means we're doing good in business. We're going to be motivated to make our money back. We've invested in our knowledge and growing a new skill, and now we can go out and multiply that impact in the results, right? So y'all talk to me real quick. Let me know what was one thing you've learned so far, one takeaway or one question. See the World says this has been beneficial. I'm going to check out your website. Thank you for sharing. You are welcome. So the scholarships are first come, first serve. They always get got. We had that come up this morning. So, if you're on the fence or taking your time, just because the people on here don't announce it, people silently go and grab these spots. So if you're like, I'm going to do it when I get off work, I'm going to do it when I get a minute, and you get there and you can't get through, don't be surprised. Don't say we did not have the conversation, okay? There currently are no Saturday spots anymore, Cindy. We're just here on GPA, on live on TikTok 3 times a week. I usually go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern. I've been doing pop-ups too. So we went live earlier today. I took a nap today, so I had some extra time and some energy. So I'm jumping on here with you guys. So we took away the Saturday calls. We're now just on here with you guys live 3 times a week. That's enough. Child, that's enough. And every week we're sending you guys a 3-minute masterclass. I sent one out today because we just literally outgrew our former email system. So no more Gmail emails. We hit the 500 mark today or yesterday. And today we graduated over to a platform that could hold more of us. So I'm looking forward to us doubling and tripling and quadrupling the amount of people who get our weekly emails with the master classes, with the links to special opportunities to come join us, and with the partnerships that we have going on. I'm sharing all these little golden nuggets with you guys from week to week in your emails. So if you don't receive our emails, you must not be in the mentorship yet, but you can always join us over at blackwomeningrants.com. Claim one of the scholarship spots for only $97. It's one-time payment, year-long access. There's Klarna, there's Afterpay, and those are the payment arrangement opportunities that give you access to our grant tracker to help you keep up with all the grants that you're going to be applying to. It was designed by Ashley Rankin, who has won over $9,000 in grants now, in grant-funded opportunities. She's won grants. She's won scholarships to programs. She just got in a program last week. I'm excited about that for her. And that's the same Office Depot, Office Max giveaway and gift cards program that we was in. It also has a $10,000 small business pitch competition built into it. So I teach you what to do when you win that pitch competition. Go get some more PR, public relations, some press. So that plus our weekly emails, plus the grant tracking sheet, plus the PR help if you're, wanting to pitch your business in these competitions, plus showing you behind the scenes of us, where we started, and then us winning Entrepreneur of the Year, plus free marketing that was built into these programs. You get the links of the programs that we've partnered with, all 8 of them, and you can go apply, get on their email list, join their programs to get help if you need help with like fleshing out your business plan or your pitch deck or your sales strategy, your marketing strategy. All of that's built into many of the partnered programs that we have brought on board over the last few months, and I'm loving it. So if you've ever been in a position where you're like, okay, I'm interested in grants, I want to know where they are, how to find them. We teach you how to get the grants to come to you, because there are 3 free list of grants that are renewed once a month for a whole year that you have access to. And you can just click on the link, read the grant opportunities, see if you qualify, and then go apply. And majority of the time, you're going to know about it before hundreds and thousands of other people. Because they're all curated. They're specifically for Black women in grants, and they're delivered to you in your inbox. And so they're put together by 3 ladies who know what to look for in these opportunities, and they just share the link with us, and we share it with you. So if you've been wondering what it's like to win a grant, Deanna Joy, who joins us sometimes on our lives here, she has won over $76,000 recently. So she won her first $50,000 grant from a small business, local credit union. And then she won another $5,000. Now she's up to $76,000. And I interviewed her, picked her brain for you, seeing what she did, what she recommends you do. I put all of that in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. So as you guys can see, it is about strategy. It is about knowing what to do as you're applying for these opportunities, not waiting, not guessing, not collecting information, not letting yourself get overwhelmed, not wondering, if you're going to win, why they didn't choose me? I don't like rejection, running away from opportunities. It's time to hop in and do the doggone thing. If you can really see grants being a part of your funding strategy this year. I interviewed and had a phone call with a grant teammate. She had a $100,000 grant. They were looking for 5 people to apply for $20,000. And she asked me to share the opportunity with you guys. And so I've been waiting on it to come back around so that I can make sure our mentees get that link and go apply now, that you'll be ready and equipped with the information of how to apply for those higher level grant opportunities. Plus, I've been here with y'all over a year now. We started TikToking live in May of 2023. It is now almost the middle of June 2024, and we have about 200 plus hours clocked right here on TikTok Live. I've been here with y'all 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m., a minimum of an hour, right here for what we call Grant Prep Academy. And so I share the replays with you guys in a video replay playlist, and that's all in the mentorship. Plus, one of the recent, well, we did 3 parts of the recent lives where we broke down how to tell a compelling story that wins grants. And so you really want to know what that is, because that came from a $100,000 grant opportunity that is out now, and it's available for Black women small business owners. And so they're telling you what they want to hear on your small business grant application when they ask you, who are you? What do you do? Why did you start your company? Who do you help? What's your why behind what you do? We broke all that down. Plus, I'm sharing with you my 5-figure funding formula. Say that fast, it's a tongue twister. But it's how I break down my own strategy and game plan, starting with 5 days and then breaking it down to every 30 days. How many applications you can get out if you really are consistent, and you know how much you want to win in grants, and you know where to find the grants, what to say on the application. You can increase your odds of winning a grant with the more good applications that you have out there. And so with every grant that you apply for using my 5-figure funding formula, you increase your chances, getting closer to 10% win rate, which is a really good win rate. It's better than 0, because you don't apply, because you have 1,000% chance of not winning the grants that you don't apply for. So we are here live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, talking through all of this that I just shared with you, plus so much more, getting your questions answered. And then some people ask about, using AI and how to do that. It's a very finite skill. You have to have the proper tools, the proper prompts and engineers. And I've mastered it. I've mastered AI and ChatGPT so well when it comes to applying for small business grants. You cannot tell that a grant or a robot helped me apply for the grant. The last time I used AI to apply for a grant was in January, and my application ended up being selected out of 500 applications. And I was like, you can't tell me I don't know what I'm doing. So I show you how to do that through a case study we did in a masterclass, plus some prompts that are included in a book I wrote called Finding Funding. And it's all about how to find and secure these debt-free, non-traditional funding opportunities, like grants and grant-funded opportunities from what we talked about, scholarships for these business training and development programs, contests, small business pitch competitions, giveaways, subsidies, bursaries, so much more. So the grant world is very expansive, and I've broken down a lot of it from the basics. If you've never applied, you want to join. If you've applied and you haven't started winning grants yet, you want to join us over at blackwomeningrants.com. We have a masterclass, a virtual event, and a 2-day boot camp, along with a 5-step grant guide that is going to help you understand the grant game itself and how to play, because it's full of rules, restrictions, and regulations. But when you have a good strategy and you stay on topic, it's easier to find these opportunities that you're qualified to apply for. So visit blackwomeningrants.com and click on the special link that you see at the top of the page that is going to give you that scholarship price for only $97 to come join us for a full year. And then you get payment arrangement options through Klarna and Afterpay if that's something that you need. So it makes it easier for you to get started with us. If you're over at blackwomeningrants.com and you need help getting into the learning portal, or logging in, shall I say, let me know, because I'm happy to help you get started, to make sure that you get what you signed up for today. Are there any questions about anything we've shared so far? Let me know. I see someone has claimed one of our scholarships. I told y'all we got 2 spots. They got, and people be silently over there clicking, signing up, and taking your spot. So if you like, I'm going to think about it, I'm going to pray about it, I'm going to do it later. Okay. So let me see who this is who has claimed. Antolin. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Did you get your second page? It should have took you to a second page with a link that says request access. If not, let me know, and I'm happy to send you the link to get you registered into the learning portal since you've signed up and claimed your scholarship spot and joined us in the grant game today. So let me know. Okay, it should have did it right away. So if you didn't get it now, let me go ahead and send it to you. Give me 1 second. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help. We can do a quick recap if you need to. If you had any ahas or takeaways that you want to share, let me know. We got just a few more minutes of hanging out here. I'm relaxing, trying to see if the sun is going to go down enough for me to go for a walk to where I ain't going to melt on the sidewalk or be drained and be laying out there needing a medical alert bracelet, okay? So, y'all talk to me while I try to keep cool and then decide if I'm going to go outside again. Are there any questions? Let me know. Let me see. Okay, I got your email here. I'm sending it as we speak. All right, there we go. Miss Vicky MD, I just emailed you. Let me know you got it. That is the link for you to request access to get into the learning portal for the Grant Game Mentorship. And get everything that you signed up for. Kittens, there are grants for anything you could think of. So tell me what you are looking for a grant for, and we can talk a little bit more about how to turn that opportunity. It's not just about what type of business you have, but it's more about what you're looking for a grant for that can make all the difference. You got the email, yay. Welcome to the grant game. So click that link in the email that says request access, because that way it'll let me know that you are trying to get in, and I can let you in while I'm live. So kittens, you're a notary signing agent. You're asking, are there grants for notaries? I said, what would you use a grant for? What do you need a grant for specifically in your business? Because grants aren't necessarily just business related. They're more related to expanding your business, special projects in your business, helping the community in your business. So what could you use a grant for? Real quick, if y'all want to join into this conversation, let me know what you guys would use a grant for as well. So if you're here hanging out and you want to be a part of the conversation, just let me know what you could use a grant for in your business. Real quick, we got about 5 minutes left, and then I'm going to log off. I am technically still in rest and recovery mode from 2 blood transfusions recently. So I try to keep my energy up, which means I have to equally divide my time between being in and out of the bed, okay? And what I give my energy to. Answers like products is unclear. What type of products? What type of business do you have? So give me a specific answer to a type of product that you would use grants for. Because keep in mind, grants don't know anything about your business. So you would have to explain, what does products mean? What does marketing mean? What type of marketing? If you've been hanging out, we broke down how marketing could start with your chief marketing officer. Is that the type of marketing you're looking to bring on, a chief marketing officer to take over those duties? And then they can hire, your social media marketing team. And then they can hire your email marketing team that uses your customer relations management or email marketing platform that you got to pay for every month. Y'all see how this works? So I think some of it is just about getting very specific. So when y'all just throw out random stuff, is it a grant for my business? Yes. Is it a grant for marketing? Yes. Is it a grant for products? Yes. But you still got to be specific, because if you don't, there's someone who will, and they're going to win the money. So if you can tell a grant exactly where their funding is going to go, you stand a better chance of your application standing out. So you have a t-shirt company, printers, shirts, computers, social media marketing. Okay, so that's what you would use your grants for. Cool. So if you could tell a grant, this is what you would use the money for, how much would you say that your company would need? Because then you should be able to say, hey, if let's say you need 50,000, and you can say, hey, I own a t-shirt company. Here's what we do. Here's why we do it. Here's who we do it for. Here's why we exist and why people tell us they love that we're here. Here's what we've been able to do successfully on our own, how much we've been able to make on our own. We could really use some new printers. We've invested in printers. We need to upgrade. Here's how much that costs. We've done some price searching. Here's what having new printers will help us do. Serve more people, make more sales, donate more to the community, a percentage of our sales, a percentage of our shirts, give back to special causes, and we would love to have your help doing that, Mr. or Mrs. Grant Check Writer. We also need to upgrade our technology, which will help us serve our customers better by upgrading not only our physical hardware, but also the software that we use to manage our customer reports, customer details, customer outreach. We also need help with outreach. Speaking of, we would love to hire a part-time freelance social media manager who can then hire an assistant to help them. And together, that will collectively require a $50,000 investment. This is how we're going to invest your grant, Mr. or Mrs. Grant Check Writer. You see how that's different than products, marketing, computers, printers, stuff. So hopefully this is helping. Same thing for you, Mrs. Mobile signing agents. Everything from, I love watching the mobile notary TikTok videos because it reminds me of my business. I'm on the go. I'm on the move. So y'all be having printers in the back of your car. Y'all have all the charging stations, tripod for your content. I mean, just little mobile offices, literally. So same thing, you have to break that down. Hey, I'm a business on the go. I travel within a 50-mile radius of my company. This is just an example. I travel within a 50-mile radius of my home office where I'm headquartered in blah, blah, blah state. We would love to have funding for upgrading our technology, getting another vehicle so that we can expand our team and reach more people in their time of looking for a mobile notary, especially when the banks are closed and we're right down the street. And so we want to be easily accessible, which will expand our reach, help us to make more money, make more impact in our community. We're doing it for the greater good. We would love to. Grants love when you want to upgrade your knowledge. So the certification piece is brilliant. You know, you can say, hey, we found an 8-week course. It costs $800. We're going to use some of that. I have a perfect example of this in my book, Finding Funding, in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. I literally won a small business pitch competition for $500 for saying this exact thing that I'm telling you to say. I would love to get more education, upgrade my skills. I have a program in mind that I want to join. Here's how much the program costs. As a result, I'll get a certification. And here's what that certification will allow me to do. Serve more people, train more people, create more content, make more money, need less grants. But your grant can get us started. Y'all see how this works? This is how this works. So hopefully that's bringing some clarity to here's how you apply for grants. Y'all can tell I'm a master at this. I do this. In my personal life, I've won well over $1 million in grants and grant-funded opportunities. Now that I'm in the professional space doing it, we've collectively won over $168,000 with just the last few months. So we're well on our way to millions in this space as well. And this is how it starts. You learn the basics, you master the game, you master that vision and how you sell it, that story and how you pitch it. And we have all the pieces that you need in the mentorship over at www.blackwomenandgrants.com. I'm really passionate about it. I love a good story. I love a good sales pitch. And all of that is factored into you getting grants or not. You just have to sell the right story, ask the right questions. So what questions do you guys have that I can answer for you? We are over the time, but I'm about to wrap it up. So if you have questions, you got like 10 seconds to throw something out there. If not, we'll go ahead and wrap up. If you're over at blackwomeningrants.com, claiming one of the scholarship spots that'll let you hang out with us for a full year for only $97. If you need help getting logged into the portal, let me know, and I'll make sure you get in before I go, okay? So just as a recap, over at blackwomeningrants.com is our year-long mentorship program where we have master classes, boot camps, virtual events. They're already ready already. These are replays for videos and audios and books and worksheets and interviews with grant winners and members of grant team check writers. And they're waiting on you. We have partnered with other organizations to help you fill in the blank of what you feel like your business is missing as you get out there and pitch for more opportunities. And so you get all of your Q's aid, your questions answered over at www.blackwomeningrants.com. We have one more scholarship spot open over there. Come hang out with us for only $97 for a year. One-time payment, year-long access. Klarna and Afterpay is available. And it's usually $297. KCC says, why do some grants limit characters? Because don't nobody want to read all that. That's the honest answer. I've been offered the opportunity to sit on a couple grant boards and board of directors. And when you think about it, they get hundreds of applications. So they have to limit characters because otherwise we'll be telling our whole life story. And they're like, anybody going to read all that? We just need you in 500 characters, 200 characters or less. And characters are different than words. Characters are letters, spaces, and punctuation. So it really cuts it all the way down. Get to the point. We don't even want your full 30-second elevator speech. Give us the first 5 seconds, girl. What you got? What do you do? Period. What you need a grant for? Period. So you have to get to where you can communicate that vision briefly and it still make a good point. So if I say I help Black women, for-profit, small business owners find and apply for grants, period. Complete sentence. 5 seconds. Now I can tell you more, but if I got limited character space, no, you can't. You better get to the point. When there's a word count, you have more time, more space to tell more. But when you multiply you times 500 or hundreds plus of other people filling out that same, they like, who for the read out there? So that's my main reason I turned down invitations to be on grant committees and all that. I'm not reading all that. I don't even want to write it for my business. I'm not finna read it from somebody else's. And then y'all be just willingly saying, I wasn't a good speller in school. So you mean to tell me you want me to read through all this and you got run-on sentences and conjunction junctions ain't your funk? Not me. So that's why. To save time, and sometimes these private grants come from smaller organizations, so they don't have the staff, the team, the bandwidth, the wherewithal. They might be working with 4 people, and they got 500 applications. That's still 100 plus applications per person. And again, they'd be like, yeah, who for the read through us? So hopefully that answers your question as to why they really don't give you a whole lot of space. And you better not go over. Because our that little red number be like how many characters or words you over, it's gonna limit you, or you may end up disqualifying yourself. So you spend time telling that book. They be like, put it in your book, girl. Go sell that and make more money. You may not need as many grants, and it's a win-win for everybody. To be honest, that's what I tell y'all to do. Tell the short, sweet version of these on these applications. Go put the rest in a social media post. Gain you some business as you're waiting to win these grants. And that's how that works. It's a secret to it, girl. Making it work. Hey, Sonia Ingram, I see you, girl. Welcome to the grant game. I just sent you an email. Let me know you got it. That is your access into the portal. Dontivia, did you get your link? The second link? I don't see your request come through. Let me know, because if not, I can send that to you real quick before I wrap up. Y'all trying to slide in here. I love when it's Silent. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Y'all over here getting signed up. You like, I got it. Thank you. Send it. Okay, so let me find your email. Because there's several of y'all trying to get in here. I see y'all over here. Let me find you, girl. You've been watching and never followed through. What? Well, we proud of you today. Give yourself credit. Give yourself some grace. That's what it's about. And we glad you're here. Now, come on, let's go do this work. That's how it's going to be, girl. You ready? She said, hey, we just transitioned over to our new marketing platform. Speaking of, so I'm right alongside y'all getting this work in. That's why I needed a nap. Like, let me just turn my brain off. It hurts. Let me go take a nap. And now that I'm back up, I'm back at it again. Right back here with y'all. So, welcome. Just know that as you're working, I'm working too. Several of you guys have emailed me today. I have not responded yet. Some of it's just to tell me, hey, I appreciate y'all. Keep me updated with where you are in the Finding Funding ebook. I love to know what page y'all are on, how many times you've read the book, what you learned, what questions you got, where you are in the mentorship, if you're applying for grants, what questions you got that you feel like you're stuck on in these applications. I want to know all that when y'all come hang out with me here on GPA. So follow this page and make sure your notifications are on so you know when we're live. Dontavia, I just emailed you from our second account. Let me know that you got it, okay? I got to figure out how to do it from our new email software, but I got time to figure all that out as y'all are getting signed up and signed in. Welcome to those of you who have joined us. Yay, you got it! So excited for y'all. It's such a fun journey. I enjoy this. I love learning and then coming and teaching it. Teaching is part of my calling. I've been doing it since I was little, lining up my Cabbage Patch doll, LaToya, my kid sister Chrissy, my brother's my buddy. I don't think he had a name. And any stuffed animal I could find, I would put him on the front porch after school. And yeah, I was going to learn what I learned in school that day. I'm taking names. I'm giving out demerits. I ain't playing. So I've been teaching all my life. Some people call that bossy. I'll take it. I wouldn't be here without being a boss. Some people call me bougie. I'll take it. It got me here, girl. It's going to get us further. So I'm so happy that you guys are part of this bougie bossy journey. Let's do it. You have a degree in education. My degree ended up being in training and development. And my mentor basically threatened me like, girl, you already do this if you don't go get this degree. And I was like, girl, you sound like my mom. That was her literal dying wish. Just finish your education, child. That's all she wanted. So that degree is for her. Because as you guys can see, I already do it. And you don't need a degree to teach, to help, to serve, to train, to coach, to mentor. I do it all. And I get so excited when I learn new stuff that I can share that's going to help us as a community, especially for Black women. You said in here. Hey, in here. What that mean? We're about to wrap up if you just joined us. But the replay will be in our playlist very soon. TikTok been acting a little funny because I'm off screen, so they give me a harder time about downloading my off screen video replays. So it's taking me a little bit more time to get those uploaded into the playlist. But I'm off screen because I am in my healing era. I had to have 2 blood transfusions, 7 injections, a 24-hour overnight hospital stay because I fainted twice. I have severe anemia. I was operating on half the blood that my body requires to be at full capacity and full energy. So I will be off camera for a minute, for as long as I need to, and TikTok gonna have to work with it. And I thank y'all for y'all's patience and understanding. I'm sharing my journey in our emails weekly, keeping y'all posted with where I am with that and all of my supplements and vitamins. And speaking of, I gotta go on Amazon and order replacement now. But what I love is that I can bring y'all along for the journey. It's like a real day in the life type journey. And we're learning together. We're still winning grants together. And I love it. Nothing about this, I just never knew that as that little girl on the step teaching her dolls, this is how we would end up teaching in the future. It's so cool. So, let me make sure I get the right one. She said, "Oh wow, sorry to hear this. I pray for full." Thank you. I appreciate that. I am in full recovery. I'm at like 99.9%. I'm happy to say. Still figuring some things out. I think some of it is age too. Nobody really prepares you. So I'm like, Lord, nobody told me, Jesus. But it's nice to know that, food and supplements is the cure. And so I'm happy to be on this health journey and share it with y'all. So thank y'all for being here. Any final questions before I go? I've been saying I'm finna leave for like 30 minutes. I was supposed to be gone. But if you have a question, you got like 10 seconds to put in your question about grants, grant funded opportunities, anything we've talked about so far. If you need a recap, if you're over at blackwomenandgrants.com trying to get logged in, let me know. Because I'm here for you, girl. You just got to let me know what you see and if you need help. You are welcome. I forgot the name of the supplement. I got to get out the bed and go look. So that's what I'm finna do. Because I keep forgetting to order it. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I've been doing more and more pop-ups, especially when I have a nap. That second wind kick in, you think you like, oh, I got a whole nother 24 hours. I'll be sleepy again in a minute. But until then, I had some energy. So I said, let me jump on and hang out with y'all. So thank y'all for hanging out, asking your questions, engaging, joining us in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com. I'm going to drop the link one vital time. Y'all let me know if y'all can see this link in the chat. Is it showing up for y'all? Can you see it? www.blackwomenandgrants.com. Can y'all see that? I see it on my end, but earlier today, someone told me that they couldn't see it, and I don't know if it was them or if it was TikTok. But let me know you can see that in the chat. Just, you can't see it? Okay. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it does that. It won't let me pin it either. So if you are interested in joining us and getting the scholarship, I could be nice and just leave the link open a little bit longer, especially for you guys who are like, I was driving home from work and yelling at the kids and multitasking and listening to you in the background and I couldn't stop it. I'm going to leave it open just a little bit longer for you, okay? So blackwomenandgrants.com is the site. Write it down, screenshot it if you can see it. If not, mentally, remember, you can also get there through our profile here on TikTok. Just make sure you're on the right page. It's Black Women in Grants with over 65,400 plus of y'all. If you don't follow this page, girl, why not? Do that real quick. Turn your notifications on. And until we meet again, my friends, y'all have a phenomenal rest of your day. I'll see y'all real soon. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.